topic you want. We're open to anything.
Preservation of ancient documents.
Sure. So I mean, are you Christian?
I'm Christian. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you?
I'm Muslim. Muslim.
But there's a difference between Sunni and Shia.
When you follow the Quran and you follow the Sunnah, this is a Muslim.
There are different. What are they called? Hadiths.
Hadiths are all, no, I mean, hadiths are reported from the Prophet ﷺ.
Yeah.
There are certain criteria to accept. Right? So
I get the feeling.
Why do you get that feeling?
Well, but I guess Shiites. I've talked to a couple of Shiites.
Where do you see the difference?
He doesn't like hadith, and they might go, "Oh no,
that's a problem, right? Like for me, the hadith is sahih, I believe. So authentic. Yeah, I'm into sahih.
Okay.
So you're Christian?
Yeah, I'm a Christian. So
what denomination? Just so I can.
I mean, I'm a Bible belief. I believe the Bible is true. But yeah, I mean, what I have a question. Maybe you know. Do you believe that the Quran is perfectly preserved?
What Bible do you like? Do the King James?
So, I like to pay sometimes to go back.
Well, no.
So there's a lot of different translations.
The Greek manuscripts are discrepancy between them.
The Greek. I mean, this is my point. So, do you believe the Quran is perfect?
I do believe that.
So does that mean not one letter?
Nothing. Not even the sound.
Okay, but this is the issue. When you get a surah,
Sure.
scribes are human, right? They make mistakes.
So like scribes of the Bible made their mistakes.
I think scribes in general insert the documents make mistakes.
This weekend, I'd like to have a productive discussion. So let me just make sure that we're on the same page so I understand you, right? So you're saying any historic document, scribes that are writing down make mistakes, right?
Right. That's right. So you might invade the pieces, right?
So in the Bible, for example, when you look at some of the discrepancies between ages, do you think those were mistakes between scribes? I'll give you an example, just so I can understand. So let's go. Second Kings.
That's not what I'm interested in talking about.
I know the Bible is kryptonite for you.
I know what you.
But I just want to understand.
The Quran is kryptonite.
It's not. Love the Quran, and we're going to talk about the Quran. But I just want to make sure.
My point is,
I'm going to let you finish.
What do you? Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So there are historic manuscripts. These are Bible manuscripts.
Okay.
And Islamic transmission.
But there's a difference,
as well,
right?
But
What's the difference?
Both. But I've changed thinking. There are manuscripts.
What about memorization?
I believe manuscripts is far more reliable.
The issue there gets changed. Was there anybody in the time of Jesus, peace and blessings be upon him, that memorized the Bible as it is today?
The Hebrews have very disciplined ways.
Are you talking about the Hebrews dealing with the New Testament?
I'm talking about
the Bible is not just the Old Testament.
I realize
all that's all of those.
Yeah.
So if you look at the Bible today,
the Bible, talking about Bible and Quran.
We're not both right. But when I'm asking you, which again, like I think to finish, let me complete my question at least. The Bible as it is today, New Testament, Old Testament, all together. Part of the Old Testament being Torah and all of that, right? Has there anybody that memorized this word by word, letter by letter, in the time of Jesus? Peace and blessings be upon him. That's a question.
I don't know. I don't know the answer.
You don't know the answer, or you do know the answer?
I don't know the answer to that question.
So let me ask
my point is, I still have the same question. I mean, no. It's the one question. It's a simple question. Can I ask?
You already asked the question, right?
But I don't think
you have a new question.
No. My question was, someone copies a document, right?
Okay.
Like it could be a chapter of the Quran or of the Bible, and make a mistake.
Okay.
When you are saying that the Quran is perfectly preserved, are you literally saying that no one has ever transcribed a verse from the Quran and ever made a mistake?
You just asked the same question again.
Yeah, but what was the answer?
Let me give my answer.
That was yes or no.
No, it's not. I'm not going to answer.
No.
If you want my answer, you have to be patient enough to listen to it.
No, look, I'm sorry.
You're scared of my answer.
No.
It's I let you ask the question repeatedly. You're not letting me answer.
You haven't answered.
Of course I do. But if you allow me,
I want you to give it yes or no.
If you allow me, I will answer. Thank you. I will answer on the way I want to answer. Okay, you're not a judge. It's not a court.
Sorry,
so if you'd like me to speak, please refrain from speaking and allow me to speak.
Okay, I'm
going to allow you to speak again.
Okay. Last one now. I don't want me to be rude to you.
You're not going to be right? I mean, you're not letting me answer.
The thing is, we're both trying to say something, and I'm listening. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Very little. My question, I feel it's quite a simple question. So, I was sort of hoping for a simple answer.
Are you done speaking, sir?
Yeah. So no. I'd like to hear it.
Are you done speaking?
Yeah.
I listened to you, right? Did I listen to you? Well,
yeah.
Did you do the same courtesy back?
I'm listening to you right now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I'm going to appreciate you not speaking when I speak now, as I didn't speak when you spoke. Okay? So the first thing is, if you allow me, I would like to show you some of the things that I think are clearly, and I think you've come to an agreement. Again, you're interrupting me now. Again, you said you were let me speak.
Okay.
Let me speak.
Okay.
Now, when you look at the Bible, look at Second Kings. Did you see that? Now you're not letting me speak again. You're interrupting.
I'm not interested.
I listen to you. This is a part of my answer.
I'm not interested in talking about contradictions in the Bible.
I get it.
Because you're also interested in listening to
it's a part of mine. I'm ready to listen to anything in the Quran you like. I love the Quran. I study it. And I believe it's preserved letter by letter, word by word, sound by sound. And if you allow me, I would answer you, but again, you're interrupting me. You are interrupting. You're interrupting. You're interrupting me. Aren't you, sir?
I mean,
are you interrupting me?
I know. Yeah.
You're not letting me speak.
What is this camera rolling?
It is rolling. Is your camera rolling? Hi. It is, right? Yes, sir. I let you speak. Please let me speak. That's all I'm asking.
Right.
Okay. Now, if you allow me again, without being interrupted,
can you
Second Kings,
can you kind of tell me where you want to take
26. I'm going to answer your question. If you allow me to speak, Second Kings 8:26. Isaiah was 22 years old when he became king, and he reigned 1 year in Jerusalem. His mother's name was Athaliah, granddaughter of Farooq. How old was he?
If you want to look at
22.
Right, these things.
He was 22. Right? Now, in the same Bible, Second Chronicles, chapter 22, verse 2, Isaiah was 42 years old when he became king, and he reigned 1 year in Jerusalem, and his mother's name was Athaliah, the granddaughter of Farooq. So was he 22 or 42?
Okay.
That is a contradiction. Now,
so
let me answer with the Quran now, if you don't mind.
Looked into that contradiction.
Can you look?
I would.
You want to take pictures?
Take a look and give you an answer. We're gonna have to right now. I mean,
I'm not asking for an answer.
My question.
I'm gonna answer your question. You want to take a picture of the verses so you can I can look into it and not ignore it like you're.
I'm fine.
Okay, what are the verses? Just so you're gonna go and look at them, right?
I mean, did you say 2 Kings?
I did say something.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't know the verse because you're not really going to look into it, right?
Well,
let's be honest.
You know what? You can just type in something into your Bible app.
So now, wow, you come over here today. I'm going to show you something. Okay?
Yeah, answered my question.
I'm answering your question.
I'm not talking about.
I am answering your question. This is the answer.
About
let me speak, sir. Please. Thank you.
This is not my question.
Recite Al-Fatiha. Now, these are gentlemen, they're at random walking by. Do I know you? Do I know you? No. That's a page and I'm the page and I'm so that's a page and I don't know them. I just now he just recited Surah Al-Fatiha. Yeah. Can you recite Al-Fatiha? Surah Al-Fatiha. Al-Fatiha boy. Al-Fatiha. There is your answer. There is your دعوت ولا غير فما خبنا شيء كيني جالس كي مثلا كيني راضي يحصل زاد
But that's
let me finish.
Yeah.
Let me finish.
You pray that 5 times a day.
Can I finish? Can I finish? Answering your question. That's just an example, right? These brothers here standing right now that have memorized large chunks of the Quran. We have brothers here with us in San Diego that have memorized the entire Quran.
Yeah.
So from the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, pay attention here. Okay, this is your answer. From the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam till our time, we have millions of people. In the time of the Prophet sallallahu, I can name you at least 28 by name. It goes up to 32 if you take the weaker ratings. And on top of that, some of the ulama said there's more than 1,000. But at least I can give you name and historical documentation of those that memorize the entire Quran, not just Al-Fatiha, word by word, letter by letter. Allah Akbar. Now, that's what you don't have in the Bible. And that's why we don't have any changes in the Quran. That's why we don't have a Shia Quran or a Sunni Quran or a Wahhabi Quran or a Deobandi Quran or a Braille. We have one Quran that begins Al-Fatiha and ends with Al-Nas, 114 chapters and 30 unlike the Bible.
And the
Quran. Hafs is a recitation. Malik Yawmiddin and Malik Yawmiddin are not too different. There's no different chapters in the Hafs Quran, are there? Are there different chapters?
Words are different.
No, the pronunciation. It all goes back. Back to which was Hafs? You don't know.
Uthman.
Musaf Uthman. So that means they all go back to one book. But because of that book,
although I heard some Qurans
finish
that predate
if you don't mind.
Uthman also.
There are no Quran that predate Uthman except for manuscripts that are partial. For example, the manuscript in Birmingham is not the Greek Quran.
Okay.
So your information is wrong, but it's okay. Go home and research. Let me finish my answer if you don't mind. Can I finish my answer? Can I finish my answer? Sir, can I finish my answer?
That specific point.
Can I finish my answer?
I just have one sentence.
I'm going to let you do it.
I have one sentence.
Because I'm polite, I'm going to let you.
Thank you. You're very grateful. It's really a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah.
For you.
Go ahead. Bye. Yeah, so my question would be, writing down a document is more reliable than keeping it in our...
I would disagree. Because when you write down a document, like you said, you can make mistakes. But when you memorize letter by letter, word by word, even the sound, and your teacher teaches it to you, checks you, and then multiple people, like in the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, also the Sahaba, Uthman ibn Affan, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, ibn Ka'ab, Abdullah ibn Abbas, Abdullah ibn Umar, Aisha Rabian, and others, they memorized the entire thing and the Prophet checked the recitation and they recited in their prayers. And that's why from that time till our time, generation after generation, we have people that study the Quran and their teacher checks their memorization letter by letter word, even if you make the sound wrong.
They check documents too.
You said when you came here that scribes make mistakes in documents. Found some in the Bible already, which you're going to look into. But in the Quran, when we recite the Quran, that's my point. Again, you're not letting me finish.
Let's talk about it more of one way. You've talked a lot more than I have. You know, I respect.
You asked the question.
I respect.
You asked the question.
I know. I like listening to you.
What's your name?
Terry. Terry Lewis.
You asked the question. I allowed you to ask. Right? I mean, I allowed you to ask the question. And then you asked the question again, I allowed you to speak. Interrupt again. But now when I'm giving my answer, because you asked the question, my answer might be longer than the question.
Can I strong man your answer?
No. Let me finish my answer, and then you can strong man yourself. So now, when you have actual written manuscripts, like the Birmingham Quran, that till today you can read Subha from it exactly the way we recited. When you have millions of Huffaz across the world that have memorized the Quran today, and you go back and you find in generation after generation, those that memorize the Quran, even if you pronounce the Qaf, Kaf, the teacher corrects you. That's how stringent. When you talk about the Qira'at, these are styles of recitation which show that even the difference in accents was preserved. Allahu Akbar. Not just the meaning and letters, but even how, you know, when you say, for example, in England you say, can I get a tea? And we might say, can I get some tea? Like the text, you see the difference in how I prolong? Even the difference in accents is preserved. That's how beautifully the Quran is preserved.
There's variations in more than just accents in the different variants of the different
Tell me. Who's Hafs?
Sorry?
Hafs. Who's Hafs?
Yeah, I mean,
who's Hafs?
He's one of your key translators, right? Yeah. I mean,
who does he transmit from?
I mean, that doesn't that doesn't. I mean, you can always ask these questions, right?
You don't know.
But it doesn't mean just because I don't know the entire chain.
Let me give you a video.
Doesn't mean
it's an hour and a half video where I explain all this. You can learn if you really want to. I go over the manuscripts. I go over the writing. I go over. If you look up Uthman ibn Farooq, you look at it. If you really want to answer,
okay, great question.
You don't want to answer.
So
but I'm giving you a resource. You don't want it.
No, but you're. I mean, I can always say I'll go read a book about something. I mean, it's not a very satisfying way. I can always say go look at this website, but it's not a very.
It's not a website. It's a lecture, but it's an hour, 15 minutes. I'm not going to spend that time here. Yeah. Which goes up and scan all the documents. But Uthman ibn Farooq, preservation for
They're very. People
don't want to see the evidence.
No, I asked simple questions, right?
I gave you an answer. The Quran has been preserved.
So you're saying the Quran was not translated through document.
It was, but that's not the only way. That's the key. Not the only way. Now, those musahib, the documents, and when they're carbon dated too, in which museums there are, I have all scanned in the videos. If you want the detailed answer, it's right there. If you want the short answer, I gave it to you. The Quran is preserved. Let me say again. The Quran is preserved, letter by letter, sound by sound. Not only through documents, although we have manuscript, but on top.
You said not only through documents,
not only through, also through memorizing.
Okay, but my question still stands. If someone
the question was whether the Quran has been preserved, I told you yes.
My question is that my question was by preservation. Do you mean when someone copies the documents? With a chapter or a verse of the Quran from one document to another, that they have never ever made a mistake.
No,
yes or no?
I'm going to answer your question. The way we preserve is if somebody wants to make a mistake, the memory would correct their mistake. So that's why we have no mistakes in the preservation of the Quran.
You just said
that's your answer.
You just said the preservation was in oral classrooms. You just said it a second ago.
And oral. And together they make sure that never a mistake will be transmitted.
So
you have your answer.
So again, this is.
Now you're just going to go to the loop.
Can I confirm?
Go ahead.
I want to confirm. So if someone, there's 4 scenarios I can think of.
Well, it's fine.
You can have a mistake in a written document on one verse, and a mistake with oral, right?
The same mistake.
Yeah, the same.
How would you get that?
Right. Well,
how would you get that?
Well,
what was it?
Okay, if one person made a mistake with memorizing, what about the other 1,000 that memorized? You're going to make the same mistake?
Well, this is not. No. This is but we're talking. The question was whether
I've answered your question. I would just ask, can you read one verse for me in the Bible? Just read it.
No, my question is not answer. So
I'm going to answer, but you can read the one verse.
You're saying that someone make a mistake.
I had to wait.
This might be.
Do you know what happened to the 200 verses missing from Surah Al-Azab? You know, my question was, when someone copies the document from a scribe, right?
And who was it?
Do they ever? Yeah, I know.
I don't know what you mean.
Do they ever make mistakes?
Okay, again.
Sometimes they do.
So you've mentioned 4 times. Answer it again.
So sometimes they do, right?
I'm going to answer your question a 5th time. Okay? But then you're not going to leave it reading one word. Okay?
So you're saying the oral recitation is...
Let me answer your question again.
Yeah.
A scribe could possibly make a mistake.
Yeah.
But why would that not affect the Quran? Because it's not a single scribe, and there are many, including the time of the Prophet, that memorize the entire Quran, so they don't even need the written copy. So if a scribe was to make a mistake, those that have memorized it would correct it with their memory. And it's not one person that's memorized. There is thousands and thousands to now, in our generation, billions.
Yes,
there's your answer.
So the Bible will also translate.
Now you want to go to the Bible.
No. I'm just.
The Bible. Who memorized the Bible?
No.
Who memorized the Bible?
So as I said,
who memorized the Bible?
Transmission.
I asked the question now. I answered the question 5 times. Nobody. That's the answer.
Yeah.
Do you know anybody personally who's memorized the whole Bible?
So
I know anybody personally.
As I said, I don't believe.
Do you know anybody that personally memorized the whole Bible?
No, I don't know.
You don't. But I know 1,000+ people personally.
But I don't.
That have memorized the entire Quran.
I don't.
You see the difference?
I don't.
Do you see the difference?
I don't think.
Do you see the difference?
I don't.
Not gonna answer.
I mean, the way the transmissions were different, but I don't think memory is superior to written word.
So I showed you an example right now. Did I just show you an example?
The court of law will testify that memory.
The court of law.
If you're making,
you're just making that up, aren't you? You just made that up. Most testimonies,
eyewitness testimony is unreliable because it depends on your memory.
So if somebody says I witnessed a crime and they find a document saying a crime happened, the witness is not as reliable?
That's not the comparison.
You just said that.
No,
you just said that.
That's not the way.
You just said that. And then when
no, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. I'm going to say it. Eyewitness testimony is not always.
That's not what you said. It's recorded. You said not as reliable.
For the transmission
of recorded, don't lie.
No.
I expect as a Christian, you're not going to lie.
We're talking about two different things. One is the
court of law. You said that a court of law. Look again. Now you're trying to hide from the lie.
No.
I'm going to give you a pass.
So thank you. You're a very gracious man.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, but
the court of law, like a chair. You sure?
No,
I'm chair all the time. I just want you to be comfortable.
Yeah, so eyewitness testimony in court of law is regarded as not always reliable, right?
Okay, so do I answer that? Eyewitness testimony is a majority of testimony in courts of law. And sometimes it's more reliable than sometimes less. It depends on the situation. But when you have a document and eyewitness accounts, it's definitely more reliable. Like the Quran. How many Bibles are there? How many types of Bibles? I'm not talking about different recitations. I'm not talking about different translations. I'm saying where they have different chapters.
Wait a second. I'm not talking about the presentation of manuscripts.
Preservation or presentation?
Presentation of manuscripts for a court of law. All I just wanted
to say. You brought up the court of law, bro.
Yeah. All I wanted to say is that memory is not always reliable. Yeah.
Memory is not always reliable. Yeah. When you have 1,000 people that memorize the exact same thing, and you have written documents, or you're pretty accurate.
Yeah, or if you have 1,000
let me ask you something.
By writing, that's
but those documents have differences, right? The manuscript agree, and that's why the Orthodox Bible, the NIV translation from the KJV have differences. You want me to show you? I got you. No problem. I got KJV. Yeah. No, there's different verses, not translations. Yeah. Different verses, like Son of Man has been taken out of NIV. Are you not sure? We're not interested.
Documents. No, not interested in that topic. Sorry, man. But my question.
I told you I answered your question like 5 times.
No. We're looking at different aspects of it. So
this is 6th time. Go ahead.
So
you know how nice I am to you.
That's teaching. So like a document can. So there are multi-modes for transmitting documents, right? My question was.
Okay, so who were the scribes that wrote the Bible?
I don't know them personally.
You don't know? Are their names even known? The actual scribes? I can tell you, Zayd ibn Thabit radiallahu anhu is one of them. Muawiyah radiallahu anhu is one of them. The Katib al-Wahi. Gotcha. No, let's do this. Okay.
So,
I'm going to answer you. I got all the names.
So I
can even tell you when they wrote it, what they wrote it on. And I can give you carbon dated Musahif from the time of the Sahaba. I got you.
If someone makes
you asked the question. You said, who the Quran? Now you're not letting me answer.
No, I'm not interested in who wrote the Quran.
But you asked that.
You asked me who wrote the Bible.
I know, and you didn't answer because you don't know.
Right.
But I don't know who wrote the Bible.
I'm still interested. I'm still interested in my original question. So
what's your original question?
So you agree that sometimes people make mistakes when they transmit from one manuscript?
This is literally the 6th time I'm going to answer.
Is it yes? It's yes, right?
I'm going to answer it again.
Yes
ready?
Or no?
You ready?
Yes, no. I just want a yes or no.
Are you ready for that?
I just want a yes or no. Really, just a yes or no.
When scribes write, there is a possibility that scribes make mistakes, but the Quran, because it's memorized and written, it has no mistakes. Because if a scribe was to make a mistake, those thousands of people that memorized the Quran would correct them from their memory. And those
from other documents.
were not writing those documents.
All other documents, right? Memory, all other documents.
There are other manuscripts.
So someone writes, someone translates. But I'm trying to, I'm helping you. I'm helping you.
I don't need your help. Trust me. You need help. I got you. Now, in the time of the Sahaba, the companions under Zayd ibn Thabit, under Shura, in the time of Abu Bakr came to a consensus. You know what ijma? Consensus on one Quran that all of them that had memorized and written came to a conclusion. This is the one Quran. Uthman radiallahu consensus. Yeah.
But yes, but they went and destroyed the documents that
they did not. Zayd ibn Thabit did not try to destroy the documents.
I think I need to check that.
Yeah, you do need to. That's why I'm offering you a video that talks about it.
I mean, okay, so my point is, I think you answered my question.
Okay,
the answer was
that. I answered this question.
Yes, the answer is yes. No, the answer is yes. The answer is yes.
You told me that you would recite one verse for me before you leave. Can you just recite this highlighted?
Wait.
Just recite one verse. That's all I'm asking.
I still want confirmation. So that look, so you admit that when a scribe translates, copies one verse and they make another manuscript of the Quran, translate it and give it to someone else, right? They were rare, errors are rare, and they might forget a word, they might misspell it, they might miss a whole word, they might miss a whole sentence accidentally. Happens sometimes. It's just an honest mistake.
Like me to answer?
So you agree? From what you said.
No. You're not letting me answer. You're putting words into my mouth.
I'm going to let you agree or disagree. Okay.
I'm going to give you my answer.
So you agree that sometimes the scribes who transmitted the Quran did make tiny little mistakes, but you're saying there's other manuscripts or other transmitters that didn't make a mistake. So I've got a background in science. I understand the idea of like telecommunication, the idea of self-correcting codes, right? So when this happened to the Bible,
self-correcting code would be AI. It wouldn't be actually.
No. That's
let me give my answer. If you don't mind. Let me make this the seventh time.
If there were five,
if a scribe made a mistake. Not only do we have other documents, we have thousands of people throughout each generation, which is up to millions now, that memorize, learn letter by letter, word by word, even the sounds, and how the difference of accents were at the time. So any mistake would have been caught. So the Quran is preserved 100%, sound by sound, letter by letter, word by word, line by line, and no Muslim has a different Quran. We have one Quran that begins with Al-Fatiha and
the Arabic has a half and the wash is the Arabic letters are different. So I don't think you can really say that
if they all go back to the Mus'haf Uthman.
The Arabic is different. Arabic.
Okay, name me a difference.
Let's see, Surah Al-Imran, verse 146, right? There's a verse, one of the, I can't remember which is, can
you read it?
But it's the ups, and there's the what, right? One says, many a prophet killed, and the other one says many a prophet was killed, right? There's Qutila versus Qutila. You know very well. I'm sure people
answered this repeatedly.
Yeah, as I said, people come.
Qutila is not killed and killed. This is about whether fought
and was killed.
They are written in the same way. Qaf, ta, lam. Qaf, ta, lam. There is a mud that's different. You don't know.
The what is different?
You don't know. That's why I offered you the video, because I discussed this particular ayah with scans.
Qutila versus Qutila?
Yes.
Arabic is different.
It's not. Because what you don't know.
The letters are different.
Okay. What's the difference in the letters?
Probably the diacritical marks, I would guess. Right?
What's the difference? You don't know. You don't actually know. So you're here to argue, but you don't even know the difference.
I can pull them up if you like.
In the beginning, you mind if I have a sip of my tea while I wait for you? Would you like some? I can.
I like coffee. Coffee, guys.
It's the point I make. I'll let you keep the coffee, but keep Tawheed.
And once you move to coffee, you never go back.
I've drank coffee many a time. I go back to tea.
No,
Where are you from?
I come from a place where the coffee is great.
Where are you from?
You might be more keen to do the coffee.
So, Australia, nice. Never been there. Inshallah, brothers from Australia, invite the brothers. I want to come out and see Australia. Drink the coffee.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think that email the question to myself.
Yeah, to the
You want me to do that for you?
I've got a crash.
I appreciate this. Touch it.
That's true, right?
It should be at least take a bath.
As I'm like Jesus say, I don't know if you believe that these words when you it's not words you comes out and
Or I think there's more than that. Sometimes we have like we'll get into filter later. You don't know the later. Can I? I'm not gonna see your phone nowhere.
I lost my phone.
Oh, sure you do. Why? Really? You love your phone more than mine?
That's why it's so cute.
So, what are the letters here? You don't tell me, but
I want one there.
no, you gotta expand it. I'm gonna show you something. Paul, left.
Okay.
It's only 3 letters. Now here you see the letter. That's not a letter. That is a elongation. The Mus'haf of Uthman, the original Mus'haf, please, have a great day. It's like which is so here, the Mus'haf of Uthman, it would have these 3 letters. Qutila would just change with having a dhamma here and a kasra here. Exactly, right? Even the dots were not there. So that means Qutila and Qatila would be no different writing in the original Arabic.
Saying the writing.
The rasm is the same, the writing is the same as one Quran, its pronunciation. Right? For example, let me finish. Can I finish? Can I finish, my brother?
Can I have a
No, because you didn't let me finish. Go ahead. Go ahead. You asked me, I was listening to you. Can you get it? I will allow you to. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You write it exactly the same.
Next, and you show it to them.
Well, if you're saying that you're well, there's something going on in the translation that we understand. Because
let me show it to you. In the original Mus'haf, listen, I just wrote it. It will be written like this. If you have an accent, you would pronounce it like this. And if your accent is such, it will be the exact same thing, written the same way, but you will then recite it left. Okay. So these are not 2 different words. They are pronounced different ways. No. You're interrupting me again. You're interrupting me again. No, now you're interrupting me. I just want to say, let me.
Can I say time? Good. But if you were to, take those 2 words from Arabic, speak it down the road, from side to side and say, pronounce that. This one is about, okay. they'll be able to pronounce it. If they pronounce the other one, it's like which one would be us? What's the meaning of that? This is the meaning of this. They'll describe different meanings. So I know that.
Let me explain it if you don't mind.
If you put that in, can I do one more sentence?
Go ahead, one more sentence. But you're gonna let me finish out.
Yeah, of course. You put those two words, Google Translate or Translator, it will come up with two different meanings.
Yes, it will. But yeah. Can I speak now without being interrupted? Are you serious? Let me look at this word. If I said tonight, if there's a K, am I
Silent K.
Why is it silent? But if I didn't know it was silent.
English language is a strange language.
Strange language, right?
I'm serious.
No.
I'm right.
This word, color, and I wrote CLO. Is there a difference? It's the same word.
One is sorry. So one is British, no, the other one is
exactly different accents. There are different accent marks that are put into it. Now, for example, when I was growing up, we had certain things we would use. Like we would say, "Look at that mug." Right. What does that mean to you?
Look at that mug. Look at that cup. Right?
Look at that, maybe Eugene. And you would say that means look at that cup. For us, when we said look at that mug, we meant someone's face.
Right.
So now if you put it in Google Translate, it will come different from what I would say. Right? The Arab had different ways in different ways. And some of them was plural for something and some would use singular. For example, in England, they can say them for a team. We say the team in America. Right? Them team is wrong to understand? Some of them would discuss something and they would teach it up. Some would say Malik Yawmiddin, some say Malik. But again, it was not a different Quran, is we'll go back to one Mus'haf, one Quran that by consensus, it is only style of recitation. And even that differences has been preserved because each Quran has to have a sanad all the way back to the Prophet.
Okay.
Now, I would just have, if I can read one verse,
I still have another question.
I answered your question, right? Repeat it. Now, let me answer a second question. If you just read one verse, just like that, highlight. That's from your Bible, the Word of God, right?
Yeah. Can I?
Word of God? Word of God or not?
God breathed.
God breathed these words.
You know, Timothy 3:16. So God used our fear in the word vessel.
But it's the words of God read to us. You're not sure? It's kind of murky, confusing. God's not the author of confusion. Go ahead. Just read the verse.
Okay, so my point is.
Can you read the verse?
My point is, first of all.
No. Answer that question repeatedly.
So you want to talk about contradiction in the Bible and the Quran?
Sure, but I just.
Is that what you want to say?
I don't. I just asked you if you can read one verse and tell me this is the words of God. Somebody. Even the certified.
Okay. But
what if you can't read one verse?
What if
I'm not going to ask you a second question when I've answered your first. You can't read one. You're gonna read one verse.
Let me.
I can read any verse of the Quran you like. Yeah. Pick a verse, I'll read.
But this is a conversation. This is a different conversation.
Love it.
I mean, I did
love it. No, can you just read one verse? Just read one verse. Read one verse. You read one verse. You can't want to talk about Bible.
If you want to talk,
are you not afraid of the Bible?
In the Bible, which
it's not a contradiction. It's not a contradiction. It's not a contradiction. It's not a contradiction. We can talk about the Quran.
Why do you want me to read that?
I just want you to tell me the words of God.
You're warning me. Oh, you can read
it.
Oh, you got a difference.
You see?
Yeah, but you're reading that at a
I just asked you to read the verse.
No,
I don't. Just read this verse and we'll go back to contradictions. No problem. All day long.
No.
But you won't read it.
This is a fast topic.
Why won't you read it?
Because you have a long conversation.
No, it's one verse.
You need to read the verse in context.
What's the context? Tell me. The words of God, right? You can do
Israel.
Okay.
Israel.
on Facebook. Okay.
Right?
Yeah, good.
Right? And God.
Look how scared you are of the family. Tell me. Tell me.
I really enjoy reading this.
Enjoy it really, or are you just saying that out of nervous?
I love.
Can you just read the
I
verse
love
and then explain it?
Muslims and talking to Muslims, right? I love talking about God. Muslims, we just love to talk about God.
I love talking about Allah.
Yeah.
Now, read the verse.
I like to
and
talk
then
about
explain it.
of course,
I'm going to allow you to speak.
Yahweh. And I don't see Yahweh when I read. I read the verse, but
just read the verse. Just read the verse. I'll let you explain it, but I want to interrupt.
I don't want to read one verse.
You don't want to.
Because it can be taken out of context.
No, read it in context. Read the whole chapter for me if you like.
Yeah,
but just read the verse and tell me those are the words of God.
Yeah, I mean,
would you read this with your kids?
To be honest,
would you read this with your kids? Be honest.
To be honest,
would you read this with your kids? Would you read this with your kids? Yes or no? Would you read this with your kids? Would you read this with your kids?
So I was a teen.
Would you read this with your kids?
I have my own Bible.
I'm gonna let you
and I never found you
politely letting you answer.
Yes, I missed you. Yeah, because I talked with a Muslim recently, and it was funny because it started with the question: "We believe the Bible is God's word, right?" And then I said, "Oh yeah, it's not real."
I'm letting you speak.
3:16, right?
2 Timothy.
Yeah, you know the verse?
I do. Go ahead. Yeah. Let's get back to the verse.
Yeah. Anyone that's going to check the Bible say,
read one verse and just let me know. Would you read that with your kids?
Look at Song of Solomon. And if you read
the Song of Solomon.
No, this is Ezekiel 23. But if you read the context,
whatever, 23:20.
Right. It provides powerful.
What's the context? I'm all you. Just read the verse and tell us. You won't. You're scared of the verse.
I feel like talking about it.
You don't.
Talk about the context.
I know you don't feel like talking. We can talk about the context.
The context. Yeah.
All day long.
But this is
you want to talk about the context, I'll say it.
Long way from
you're scared to read the verse. I answered your question. You want to go a second question I asked you before. I said that you will read one verse from the Bible. Just read this verse and just let me know. Would you read this with your kids? Okay, do you have kids?
To ask you about the topic.
I know. You have kids?
The preservation.
You have kids?
By the way.
Look. I've discussed this topic. I've got videos on it. I've answered your question more than 7 times, and we can flesh out all day long. Because I just want you to read one verse from the Bible.
I just had one thing I wanted to tell. Are you willing to?
I'm willing to listen to
this. Is a way different topic.
But the only thing is, we decided on topic. I gave you answers, and you will not even recite a single verse from the Bible, which shows how afraid you are of the Bible.
No. I will come back another time, and I'll talk about it.
I hear this all the time, and they never come back. Right? That's not the point. The point here is just recite. If you want to ask another question, I'm going to need you to recite this verse, and I will polite enough and courteous enough to let you explain the context all day long. So please, just recite one verse, and then I will quietly let you explain.
I would
have conversation after if you don't.
I just would love.
You're afraid of the Bible. I answered your question on the Quran, the preservation, the Quran, the I explained all of that. Now you want to go to another question, and I'm just asking you to read one verse.
This is a separate topic.
Just one verse.
I want to come back.
You're afraid.
No,
you're afraid. You're afraid. You're afraid.
This is a separate topic.
I have given you plenty of time. I've been polite. I've allowed you to speak. I've answered your question. Let me finish. I have one thing. I'll tell you. You can say it, but then you're going to read the verse. How's that?
No.
That's not what verse in the Bible.
I know.
Do you read the Bible with your kids? Do you have kids? I could have just like
you can find similar things in the Bible.
Go ahead.
Go
ahead. Go ahead. You made a statement. Go ahead.
You can find.
You made a statement, sir. Go ahead.
Things about.
Okay,
maybe.
Go ahead. Google it. Go ahead, Google it. I'm letting you.
I don't have to Google it. Because I had a conversation with the Muslim about this recently.
Muslim.
Muslim? Oh, I got
Muslim.
You got to get. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for correcting me. But as I said, I don't want to have a conversation on this topic because
you're scared of the Bible. No, that's not what it is. I have spent like an hour with you already explaining every answer.
Has it been an hour?
Probably about at least
45 minutes.
45 minutes. No.
So what I'm asking you,
no, I just want
to talk about preservation. I only really came to talk about preservation.
I mean, I would ask him to read it, but I'm afraid it's such a I couldn't read this in front of my kids. That's how bad it is. How old are you? He's 24. I don't want to read in front of him. That's how bad it is. What's your name? How you doing? What's your name? Huh? Yeah, can you read a verse for us, if you don't mind?
You should read it in context.
You can explain it, but
so the context.
I mean, okay. Let me first, because I asked him to read it for the last 10 minutes, and he won't read one verse. After I explain the Quran and Book and all of that.
It's about Israel.
Okay, let me just read this verse. And then just answer one thing. Would you read this with your kids? Guys.
For sure, is for the is question is not for question. The issue is an issue of horses. Oh yes,
you know what he's talking. The penis of donkeys and the sperm. Would you read this with your kids? That's disgusting. I would not. Oh man, my son is like.
I wouldn't want to read the verse in the Quran about which is the big breast in heaven.
What's the verse? Show me the verse.
You want to see it? Buxom maidens?
Huh?
Buxom. Depends upon the translation.
Look,
it depends upon the translation.
Don't jump from this. You're jumping, no? You're jumping.
But no, I'm not. You just.
Are you jumping?
You can't talk about the Bible without also being willing to talk about the Quran.
I'm willing to talk about the Quran. So only thing I ask you, go ahead. When you talk about the Quran,
and if you open up Ibn Kathir, it says, "Whenever there are women."
Ibn Kathir,
it says
tafsir from who?
They're just looking from who? At the Arab.
Really? Ibn Kathir looks at the Arabic of it, so it doesn't bring hadith. Kill everything. Well, who's Ibn Kathir? You don't even know.
The meaning of Arabic word at the time of
who's Ibn Kathir?
A couple of hundred years.
Couple of hundred years after the Prophet? Couple of hundred? 200? That's the son of Salih. What's his name?
That's just because I don't know.
You don't know who he is. By the tafsir Ibn Kathir, not linguistic tafsir. Tafsir of Muslims.
I don't.
Just like you.
Hey, I reckon Ibn Kathir writes a lot of stuff that you would throw away today.
Why would I throw it away? I have Ibn Kathir. I love the book. Why would I throw it away?
Okay. Oh, so you believe it?
What do you mean I believe it?
Do you trust Ibn Kathir?
What do you mean do I trust? He's a scholar of tafsir. No, he's not a Nabi, he's not a prophet. Not everything said was right. He's a great scholar. I wouldn't throw it away for sure. And he explains a lot of things with differing opinions and context, like you explained. But you are running from the verse. That's all you're doing. I will speak to you because you can't answer this. You couldn't read one verse in the Bible. You couldn't tell me that you couldn't read.
I don't want to.
And you are ashamed.
I don't want to talk about this.
You don't want to talk about. You know why you don't want to talk about? You will not talk about anything in the Bible. I'll show you.
I want to get back to my question.
You know what?
My question.
Answer your question 7 times. 7.
No,
it's on video.
About different things.
So that's a different question then.
It's the same general, same topic of preservation. That's what
I will show the world that you don't want to talk about. Forget that verse. Let's look at another verse. I mean,
no, you're jumping. No, I'm not. No.
Can you help us out real quick again? You said you didn't want to talk about that verse. I'm going to show the world you don't talk about anything in the Bible. Here's another verse. Can you read it? Watch him squirm now.
You're jumping.
I'm not. You had to one verse. I answered your question 7 times on camera.
I have a very simple thing to say.
Look, let me say. I told you because I told you that I'll answer your question if you read one verse from the Bible and you didn't. I answered your question 7 times. 7.
I don't know.
7. I did. I counted. It's on video. I counted. On my fingers.
I asked multiple questions.
You had one question, and I answered
general question.
And now you want to ask a different question. But I asked you to read one verse, and then I'll answer your question, and you did it. And you're saying it's about that verse. I'm going to read another verse. You can read it.
Already.
Go ahead. Read the verse. Watch it.
We already talked about the attack and
go and attack emulate.
We talked about the president of the Quran.
Please don't speak over it.
What I want to know is
when kill both man and woman, infant child, why would you kill infant children and dogs?
When someone
You didn't listen.
When someone
You can't even listen to the Bible.
When someone covers,
That's a bad question. That's the same question I've answered 7 times. Okay,
my point is,
just for Amir's sake, I'm going to ask it again. Amir, you be the judge.
When someone copies a document,
the same question you've asked.
They might write the and they end up writing Islam in one translation and another translation. You open the words in those today, and I swear probably
is that your question? Amir, is his question over? Is your question over, sir? Politely, I'm asking. Is that your question? Can I answer it? Would you allow me the courtesy to answer your question the 8th time? I have been counting in front of you with my fingers. You guys were here till 7, right? So this would be what?
It's not the same question.
It's exactly the same question. That's okay. Look, I'm really glad it's recorded so people can see it. But now let me answer. Would you mind if I answer?
We're talking about strides, transmitting documents, and we're talking about people in the house.
Did I not write this out to you already?
What I'm saying, he says, all right. Words literally mean different things.
What?
Do not say such things.
What?
Just talk about what you want to talk about.
Jesus is a Muslim. Jesus is a Muslim and I can prove it to you. Come talk. تتكلم معنا.
لا حبيبي ما
لا إذا لا تريد أن تتكلم تمشي. امشي. إذا لا تريد أن تمشي تعال تكلم معنا. You don't want to talk? Then keep watching.
آمنت أن الآخرة لا بد يوما آتية كل الخلائق حاضرة كل السرائر بادية آمنت أن الآخرة لا بد يوما آتية كل الخلائق حاضرة كل السرائر